joined.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah.
Sad.
Alright.
I think we're on like a 20-second delay at least.
Alright. Should I start?
Yeah, man.
Go for it.
Alright. You gonna do the riff?
Sure. Happy Mood Swing Show.
Hey everyone, this is Happy Mood Swing podcast numero dos with our what are you? Producer Corey Rosenberg.
Producer, what's up? How's everybody doing?
Dude, I miss you. I miss you a lot actually.
I
It's
miss
been
you
weird
too.
without seeing
It's
you
been
around.
weird without actually having like really close friends, like directly like nearby. You know what I'm saying? It's been close. It's been weird not having friends.
It's a new phenomenon I'm experiencing.
I mean, it's strange because I could just walk down the end of the hallway and you'd be there.
Yeah,
all
that was
hours
the
of
best
the
part.
day,
No,
yeah.
yeah. So Corey and I, we were roommates for a while, and then later on we grown to become good friends after becoming roommates,
Definitely.
or vice versa, whichever one comes first.
Can you hear me eat crackers when I eat crackers?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's why I was laughing. Well, I was laughing because when you're doing the riff,
I was
because
drinking.
you're drinking, I could just pick it up so well.
Sure.
Alright, so tonight, I guess we're gonna do kind of like a theme once every podcast. So this one's just, what, shitty 40s theme?
Shitty beer.
So,
Yeah.
Corey, what's on your lap? What do you got going on?
So right now I'm rocking a Colt 45.
Classic.
It's a classic. Glass bottle. Can't go wrong with it. Screw-on lid. Very important of all 40s. It's just have the screw-on lid.
Well, yeah, I mean, you never
Because
know
without
when you
that, I mean, I can't like be homeless and booze as well.
Right. Well, I'm surprised you didn't get the paper bag with it. It's kind of the most important part.
That's true.
Yeah, I got.
Are we allowed to have alcohol on Instagram?
Is that?
Are we allowed?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to be
Great
doing this?
question.
Yeah, that's
This is
good
a great question.
Yeah, is this? Are we?
Oh, dude, I feel like people rip bonds on Instagram all the time.
Yeah, yeah. There's that one girl who like, oh yeah.
It's not like we're not 21.
does that.
Yeah, dude, people definitely that smoke on Facebook and all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I think we're good. That's a good question.
Okay.
Definitely don't want to get hit for that one. How do you like it? How do you liking the Colt 45?
I love it.
Is it smooth?
It tastes like freshman year. Honestly, it's amazing.
Were you about 40s freshman year? Were you about 40s freshman year?
I think I did definitely not, but I think I might have done the Edward 40 hands once.
I've actually
yeah.
never done it. I know Ricardo did it.
I never did that. I never did the 40 hands. I don't
It's
think.
kind of dumb. And it's always one person like, ooh, and you can't open doors and shit. It's awful.
I remember beer balling a 40,
Mm-hmm.
and JJ helped. No, JJ also did it, but I remember throwing up almost immediately
Oh, gross.
because it's 40. What is it? Yeah,
It's 40
you
ounces.
can't hold that shit
Yeah.
in your stomach.
No,
It's not
this is
even in
like
your
4
throat.
beers. Yeah.
Yeah, you totally can.
I was a pussy, so.
You totally
This was definitely
can.
freshman year,
If
like
You acquire
after
the
winter
strength.
break,
Oh,
where we
dude.
were the. How bad is it?
It's actually 42 ounces
Oh.
of Old English 800.
So what is malt liquor?
What is
Malt liquor is the bottom of the barrel beer that doesn't make the cut for Bud Light.
No.
100%. And it has more alcohol.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's super.
What?
That's why it's so
like the
fucking cheap.
names, dude.
It's just because that's what doesn't make the screening for Bud Light.
But malt liquor sounds so like eloquent.
Yeah, because no one else would drink it if it's
What?
remains. Yeah. It's shitty.
It's named like that too, huh?
Yeah.
Well, now I know.
Wait, that is
I feel like
amazing.
that probably gives you the worst hangover then.
Mm.
You know, because that's super refined. What's it called? Not filtered. Distilled.
Yeah.
Multiple
Yeah.
distilled, like multiple times distilled liquor is the shit that makes you like, not hangover less, but it definitely goes smoother through your system.
Well, I can't get over how like disgusting that is. Is it
Really?
does yours taste like not
Mine
like beer?
tastes,
Yeah,
mine
try
tastes
it.
like actual beer.
Yeah, see that's the problem. That doesn't taste like beer, nor does it smell like beer. It's just like, ugh. It kind of more like yeast.
Yeah, it smells like
Yeasty.
it smells like a Budweiser.
Yeah, dude, your Colt 45 is actually
No.
more disgusting than that.
Really? Alright, then
Yeah.
I'll switch with you. Give me that
100%. Yeah,
100%.
if you think this tastes like beer, I don't want
This
to know
tastes like beer, dude.
what your taste buds are like, or what you're eating. So that's cool. I like this one a lot. I mean, I feel like I can finish it, It's gonna take me a while because it is the extra 2 ounces, 42 ounces.
That's true.
not
It's
40.
gonna take you a little bit longer.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe like a minute or 5.
Did you ever get into the sidewalk slammers? Where you
No.
get a Four Loko and you drink the 40 down halfway, and you pour the Four Loko in it, and then it would make it like
Dude.
orange and like a alcoholic Gatorade, basically.
Dude, our buddy Ricardo was about that.
Really?
Yeah, sidewalk slammers. Yeah.
I did it like once or twice,
Mm.
and I had like the worst hangover of my life the day after.
Well, anytime you have Four Loko in the equation of the night of drinking, yeah, you're gonna have a miserable time.
Yeah, but that goes back to what I was just talking about, that super distilled stuff.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like you're drinking the bottom of the barrel of shit. This shit's sludge going through you.
Yeah, the
On top of a ton of sugar and caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's caffeine? Is there caffeine?
Dude, I
don't
had
think
2 huge scoops of ice cream today, and I started, like, my body started freaking out. I fell asleep, like, 3 minutes later, and then woke up.
What?
Yeah, dude. And then, like, I woke up with, like, sugar sweats, and I was, like, very awake. It was, like, the most high level.
Have you just like cut out all sugar in your diet or something?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, but also it was, like, the most rich, huge ice cream. It was a lot.
Oh wait, yeah. So,
It wasn't just, like, a little bit of ice cream.
dude, that kind of sounds like the SpongeBob thing where you get drunk off ice cream. Maybe they
Uh-huh.
get like hungover. Maybe it's that kind of thing.
I don't know. I was bugging, dude.
Where was ice cream from? You know.
It was, like, from this, like, little, like, farm to serve, like, ice cream shop.
Dude, I hope you didn't have like an infection or like a bacteria thing. I need to.
Oh, no,
look
dude,
this
it's definitely
one
just
into
a
the
little
mic.
sugar.
Elicitative said she's calling the cops.
Good.
Okay, the
Yeah.
40s?
Yeah. Fuck
Good.
you, Alyssa.
Unless you don't know where we live.
Yeah, she actually has no idea. And also, we're on the top of Rockefeller Plaza,
That's right.
And,
the very
this new
tippy top
studio.
penthouse.
Penthouse Club, where they actually, I can't believe any Polar allowed us to come in.
That was really surprising.
Yeah.
We didn't.
We kind of just walked in.
Kind of just walked in. Yeah.
We had a briefcase, and I think that's what sold it. We were like, okay, yeah, they're actually in business. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do this.
Well, there's another like I know Ice House for a fact is not as bad.
See, I don't trust you because I had that piece of shit, and it actually tasted bad. And then you're gonna say ice house.
You also have like liquor here, so you can just do that.
yeah,
but it's like, what is in there? Scotch.
Yeah, scotch. Yeah, scotch on the
Um,
rocks. That'd be kind of badass. That'd be
That would
bold.
be. I mean.
Oh, we got good scotch.
I mean, you're a producer right
Yeah.
now. You gotta.
Like Mad Men. Yeah.
I mean, you did tequila on the rocks.
What do you think
Great
of when I
story.
think of?
Tell everybody about
I'll get
tequila
some
on the
scotch in a
rocks.
little bit.
Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach?
Last
Oh,
summer.
tequila. So last summer, it was at Dylan's, right? We were at Dylan, and
Yeah.
I was so fucked up, and all I wanted to be like, I don't know what it was. I wanted to feel like classy or refined or something. So I'm like, all right, I want tequila on the rocks. First of all, that's not even a classy drink to
From
get.
the bartender. He like almost laughed at you.
No, they laughed in my face, and then they're like closing. I think it was last call, so they were kicking us all out, and so of course I couldn't leave with my drink. So all the bartenders were like, drink. So I went for it.
Because you had tequila on the rocks? How much is like when they give you on the rocks? How
I
much?
think it was probably like 2, maybe 3 shots.
I don't think it was more. I
Like,
think
is
it was
that the plug? Is
Really?
That,
I think.
is that like what you? Is that if you get something on the rocks? Is that like the cheapest way to get fucked up at a bar?
I remember it was
I
just.
think so.
It was like a small cup of. It was almost like a red Solo cup, and then they put
Yeah.
ice in it.
This is not a very
maybe
nice bar.
a third of ice, and then they just filled the rest of it with tequila. I mean,
You might have done it just to hurt you.
yeah, no, it was.
Yeah, I think he definitely did.
I went up there and I think there's this intent in my eyes saying, "Fuck me up." And then
I think you did go into the night saying, "I want to get fucked up."
Yeah, I wanted to black out that night.
But then there you go. You did.
Well, we did, and I feel like we went back to Dylan's like hotel or whatever, and then we watched South Park. I
As-
remember that, and
that's
so
what
that
we
I don't
always
count it
do.
as being blackout.
Yeah.
If I remember that. Yeah.
So what does it take to like go into a night knowing you want to black out? Typically.
I feel like.
You got to do a lot of shots.
Mm-hmm.
No, but like what mindset would get you there?
Oh, I
feel
was
like,
at a dark
there's,
time.
I feel like there's several frames of mind that could take you there.
I don't think I had a job yet. I don't think. I
Well,
was like.
yeah, this was right after we
It
graduated.
was right after, and then
Like
I,
maybe a month after.
I had like stopped running.
We were all just kind of like, let's do it.
Yeah. It was fun though. It was, and if we met that random stranger.
Mm-hmm.
Now he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm hanging out with my family, but I just came out by myself to drink." Like,
Yeah,
Ooh,
sweet,
dude,
man.
Don't hang out with
We went
us.
I've only had good experiences in metal bars. We went to a very cool metal bar.
Like they play metal music. In there?
Yeah.
They've always have hot waitresses,
Mm-hmm.
good drinks, and everybody there is friendly.
Yeah, everyone's really. That is true.
Metal
Always a
people.
good
Metal
time.
people are actually really nice.
They're
Yeah.
really nice. Yeah.
I went to a metal bar in Salzburg, Austria. And it was
Okay,
amazing.
this is supposed to be a really cool story. Hold on.
It was amazing. We bummed cigs off some tattooed girl that we determined just by looking at her she was the only one who could speak English in that bar. And she knew like hello and sure. So she like literally
So that's all the English
yeah.
you need to know.
So my buddy went up to her and was like, "Can I bum a cig?" He just kept doing this to her. She was like, "Sure." I'm pretty sure that's the only English she ever knew.
Or maybe
Sure.
that's all she wanted to say. She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're fucking
I
That'd
ended
be
up
kinda
getting
badass,
I ended up
yeah.
getting burnt by my friend at that bar
Burnt
by
me.
a cigarette. Like
Oh.
he relaxingly was like this and like kind of touched my arm and like seared my flesh and it really hurt.
Do you still have the scar?
Let me see.
That's
I
gonna
feel
be a
like-
podcast.
I feel like if you went to a foreign country and you tried to
know.
get a cigarette from somebody, that's how you figure out the least amount of English words they know. But
Was it on my
if you went to a
shirt?
foreign country and gave somebody a cigarette, you'd probably figure out the most words in English that they know.
I don't have the scar.
That. Well.
Yes, definitely I agree with that.
You see what I'm saying? They're like, oh, this dude gave me a gift. I want to communicate with him. But the other ones are like, this dude's a leech.
Right. And that's kind
I'm
of.
gonna pretend like I don't know any of it.
It was also that like moment where we were like just fresh out of college and we were like backpacking and we were like, I don't give a fuck about money right now. Like let's make some friends. So we
yeah.
may or may not have like swayed them with a shot or two.
Well, see, I mean, that's just some free trade right there.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. That's pretty much
Free
like
trade.
music festivals, honestly. Hey,
Dude,
man, I'll give you my hat
didn't see
for
a lot
grilled
of-
cheese sandwich.
So for everybody listening, me and Will
It's a family
have
reference.
both gone to this music festival
Yeah, but
called
different
Electric
years.
Forest. Yeah, both different years. And you worked
So
there.
much fun.
You worked there, so they might have been different experiences.
Well, security was fun because I was able to like see the ins and outs of how everything worked.
I think that would
got
have been
there.
sweet.
So
I think
it
that's
made
the
me feel
part-
more comfortable.
I think that's the
Yeah.
part that I missed.
Made me feel more, like safer. But the first night we were there, there was someone called the Jelly Man who was selling his own like merchandise, and it said like Jelly Man, like sunglasses, shirts, all this stuff. And he had like a group of minions who got word that like someone had ratted them out. So they found the person who ratted them out, and they took their girlfriend and like held her hostage, and like chopped off her finger.
Wait,
This is the second night, first or second night I was there. I'm like,
really?
and I'm working security, and I'm like,
Chopped off a girl's
That's fun.
finger?
yeah. Dude, and it was right next to our staffing parking lot. It was messed up.
It's pretty mental.
Yeah.
Did I
Well,
tell you
they
about the
found the
guy
guy
who
and
got
everything.
tackled by security?
No.
So he was at Jubilee. Like that's the
Oh.
one where you just walk in. That's Jubilee.
Yeah, they like different stages and venues.
Yeah.
That one's like the blue lights and everything. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this guy was kind of like running around, like touching people while he was on like an acid trip. And this huge security guard, like legit, like offensive lineman, tackled him and was like putting all of his weight on his body. And this kid was like screaming and like
Yeah,
spitting at him.
I
So they
bet.
got like a stretcher and restrained him and like walked his ass out of there.
Oh my god. Wait, why did they tackle him again?
Yeah, what's going on with
Because
that?
he was having like a bad trip. He was like messing with people.
Oh, messing with people. There you go.
That might have been the part that I meant. Yeah, he was messing
You
with.
made
He
it,
was
you made it
fucking
seem
with.
like he was like dancing around in the
You're
mouth.
having a good time.
He was not having. Yeah, he was not having a good time.
We don't allow people to
Yeah.
have good times. Dude, that's messed up.
That was the part. Yeah.
Well, I remember, and then so
Okay.
yeah, so we worked like 7 to 7, no matter what the shift was. So the first week I was able to work days, so I could go out at night. The second week was I worked nights, and then go out during the day, which I never did. I just slept in the morning. But the first night we actually officially went out. At night, I saw an individual, much like you're describing, in a stretcher, being wheeled up, taken out, and just screaming for his life.
It was insane.
Terrifying. Like, okay, wow, okay, this is this is not war. This shouldn't be like World War I, or people like my leg instead of like I'm having a bad trip. It's just so stupid. I don't know.
It was only that one time that was the only bad thing that happened,
Were you like?
and I was not directly affected, so it wasn't a big deal.
Eddie and I are gearing up for lock-in.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, it's gonna be sick, dude.
Yeah.
I have some friends who are going.
Are you
And
really?
I may or may not be going
Dude!
as well.
Oh man, that'd be cool.
No, we just got our tickets. You have to go. You have to go.
So you know that big tent we brought to fall camp?
No way.
That may be making its
Appearance?
appearance at lock-in.
Dude, that was okay. That's a tent's bigger than my room.
100%.
100%.
This
Dude, that
tent,
thing is huge.
for everybody listening, this tent fits 15 people comfortably.
I think you're underestimating that. Yeah. I think we put 20 in there.
Oh, yeah, but it wasn't comfortable. This tent sleeps 15 people comfortably and has a screened-in porch. This tent is mad.
It did have a
This
porch.
tent is
yeah.
mad because Jim slept
Oh,
Wait,
heck
yeah, it had a
yes.
porch.
there. My tent has a porch.
Yeah, I had a porch, and actually we put someone in there.
Yeah,
Dude.
Jim. Oh.
Dude, this looks delicious. Dude, what?
Baby.
Oh, we got Don Draper over here with Balvin.
It's just good.
Balvini. It's like to see. That's classy. Eddie Air is the stereotypical classy man.
I don't know about that. But
Man filled with
I
class.
wasn't feeling the beer though.
Yeah.
This is like a class upgrade.
Dude,
Since we've been drinking 40s. This man brings out some
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, a huge start.
Scotch is
On the rocks.
Yeah, on the rocks. You're making us look bad. And the peppers. Oh,
Dude, that's what I came to get, and then I felt like that.
We should put the house sauce
On peppers?
on the peppers.
I think you
No,
might be
not on
trying
peppers,
to
on
give
the
yourself.
That sauce is good, dude, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a Sunday night.
The only time I've ever had single malt whiskey is I blacked out and then unblacked out in an Uber, talking to my Uber driver in an Irish accent.
You did not.
I
Why did
I
you do
promise
that?
you I did.
I bet it was the shittiest Irish accent.
Oh,
When
of
they
course
bought-
it was. Yeah, the
friend
other
had to
guy in
call
my
you
car
out.
was like, he's not Irish. Fuck this kid.
Did we go tubing originally? Not too long ago?
Like where?
I
What
think
kind of
like
tubing?
2 years? Yeah.
Alyssa, me, you.
I think so.
Oh, like tubing in a tube. Yeah,
Yeah, you had a different accent the entire time. Like you were just being different accents over and over and over again. I was like, dude, I couldn't figure out what his fucking normal voice sounded
Yeah,
like.
Corey's a character.
It was hilarious. Well, I was just like, it was just interesting because I hadn't seen it in a long time then.
Yeah, because I think the next time before I saw you was at the lake, and that was like
No, but that's-
junior year.
Yeah, years ago, yeah.
Yeah. That's when Dylan came with the edibles. We were playing poker and he just sits down like 8 a.m. just
I love your cousin Willie. He's amazing.
Dude,
Yeah,
What
Eddie
a
has
guy.
this amazing cousin Willie.
he'd
who
be
is
an amazing guest on the
He
podcast.
would be yes, he should be our next guest.
Mm.
Yeah, bring him on. So he
If
like
he's coming, I don't even want to be on. I just want to listen.
Yeah.
I'll just sit right there.
you can
and
be our
listen.
PA. Yeah.
I can be your. I'll just listen on the sound
Yeah.
and Google facts.
Ah,
Yes,
you did
Google
that guy.
Yeah, I can just be that guy.
That'd be awesome. Google facts. You can fact check those. Whenever we stumble with our words, like what are we looking for? What's the word we're looking for? Willie, I went up. We were just talking about Willie recently, where he's a man who's very particular about his free time and his relaxing.
Think relaxation, yeah.
So like, I feel like us three are able to when we relax, we just relax. It could just be us, you know, driving around or hanging out, playing music.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Willie is like, no, it has to be poker or Cards Against Humanity or cigars, and there's nothing, in that exclusive order. Has to be that.
Yeah. I don't know. I would somewhat agree.
Well, he does other he's really good at tubing next to tube. No, you jump him more than he jumps you though. So on the two, we jump over each other when we're going fast enough. I feel like he just likes the ride. Because a lot of times he just hangs out on the tube on his back like this. And you're just jumping over him.
I'm a man who likes to ride as well.
Mm.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Willie takes probably more. I think he takes more risk on some of the jumps than I do.
Risks. How so?
Like
If he falls.
I like doing big jumps. I like doing like a double jump. something like that. I love that kind of stuff, or like queuing up a jump for somebody.
Yeah.
But like, if somebody's kind of swinging out and somebody's swinging out fast, I mean they're both moving out together. On a rare occasion, I'll do the jump because then you'll land on each other.
I mean, when I was there, you guys were doing like double jumps over like the double jumps.
Yeah, the juggling over each other.
It was cool. So like with the some of them, it's hard. You can't tell really from somebody else, but you can tell on the tube like the likelihood that shit is gonna wreck you or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would say Willie's got a little bit more audacity when it comes to like.
Really?
He's like, yeah, fuck it, why not? You know? And like that's when I'm like, that's my shoulder. You know what I mean? So, which is cool, and I love teaming with him because he's the only other person who's like done it for long enough to like get after it. And once you do it longer too, like it doesn't. It's actually not as hard because you know how to react. Yeah.
Yeah, and your muscles don't like ache every time you fall off and stuff.
Mm-hmm. You know how to use like your body as grip and stuff. It makes it a lot easier.
That's my biggest problem. I need to like work on like gripping on that thing, or else I'll just slide right off.
I hate the waves when you hit them. It literally
knocks your jaw.
Yeah, it feels like I'm like dying. And then
your shoulders get really sore after that.
Yeah.
Your shoulders, like when you get out, like you feel like Bane from Batman, because you have that vest on, you know.
Yeah, in the moment I feel crappy, but I've never felt bad afterwards. I've always been like smiling and happy and wanted to go back out.
Yeah, you're like this.
But while you're on there, you're like, no,
Yeah,
no,
it's
no,
weird.
no.
It's weird. It's
Yeah.
like an acid trip, like.
And then the second you get back on the boat, you're like, everybody, that was amazing.
I want to do it again. Yeah.
Because everybody's on your team, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yes!
Everyone's ready for it.
Especially if you wipe out really bad.
Oh.
As a kid, I always thought, I'm like, you don't want to fall off, you don't want to do that, do this and that, and I still try not to fall off.
I kind of went for the big wipeout sometimes.
But that's what I'm
You
saying.
go for the
It
big wipeout?
was kind of fun. Yeah, like if you know you're on like the slant,
Dangerous.
or like the boat's going one way and you're going like alongside it, and you just kind of let go and you like slide on the water. I know, like it was kind of fun.
That sounds like concussion waiting to happen.
Well, I don't know. If you're prepping for the fall, you're probably actually better than trying to save yourself. You just, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, if you're getting
You
prepared
commit
for
to
it.
whatever.
Oh,
it
I'm
is.
always prepared for the fall.
But when you try to save yourself from the fall, that's when you rocked.
Yeah, dude. There was that time where I jumped over someone else's jump, and they came underneath my tube, so they bounced me up further in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a picture of it. And then I fell on top of that individual when we both came down. And I'm pretty sure I was so concussed.
Yeah,
I was so concussed that I went down to we went back upstairs to just like pack up or something. We got to leave.
No, dude. We were hanging out that whole night. We had like a little party that night.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, okay. So I went up. We all went up just to eat, I guess. And then I was like, oh, I forgot my phone. So I went down to the pier, got my phone, came back up, and everyone was like, dude, well, you were gone for an hour.
No, hours. Like at least an hour and a half.
That sounds like Will.
No, but I was like, what are you talking about? I was gone for 10 minutes. I went out to the beach, like, no, well, you're gone for like
Hours.
Like, what?
That was
I still can't, I still think you're fucking.
Were you intoxicated?
Yes.
No.
Yes, it was, dude. He was concussed. How the fuck does he know?
Oh.
See, but I saw that.
I'm just saying, like, all I'm saying is, I'll put the story straight. This is what happened. We were tubing earlier that day. That thing did happen though. You did get bounced in the air.
Yeah.
Rocked your head pretty bad. And then later that night, we were all doing what we're doing, like drinking. I think a little poker or something. But like, people were definitely drinking pretty heavy. And you went to go find your phone. It was definitely pitch black dark outside. And then
Was that at night?
Yeah, dude, it was nighttime.
So you don't even remember. This is why I believe that you were concussed.
And then you came back like an hour and a half later, and we're
You
like,
probably
dude.
sat on the dock, just like waving your feet in the water or something.
The thing is,
Flashing.
who was all there? I think
It was definitely Garrett, 'cause remember he kept making fun of me.
it was.
Oh,
I think
got
his
really
whole
mad.
That's
team.
his name.
The blonde guy?
The guy who looks
Arian?
like Gronkowski.
Yeah, dude. I
He's
think the
just
whole
like Gronkowski.
That guy's
team
fun.
was down there.
Yeah, he's cool. The whole team was
I feel
at
like,
good old days.
I feel like Garrett, Willie maybe.
Willie was
Cat
definitely
was there for sure.
Yeah, Cat,
Ricardo. I
Ricardo.
feel like
Ooh.
you ask them if we ever bring them on the podcast. Ask them about the concussed night and see who's.
No, because I feel like when I came back, it was I remember clearly that Garrett was making fun of me. I got like really mad, like right in the face. I was like, no, I wasn't gone for that long, no. And then, but everyone was like waiting for me in the living room because everyone was ready to go. Everyone was ready to leave. I thought. That's how it went. I don't know. I was a concussed one, but that's what that's how. The only thing I remember during that concussed time was Garrett making fun of me. That's the only thing I remember.
Derek can get you, dude.
Dude, he gets you. Also, I remember on the boat ride back after that happened. I remember remembering every single dream I had that past like month. It was so weird. It was like a deja vu.
Yeah, but you were definitely concussed. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I was just I was reliving my past dreams.
I wasn't reliving them. I was just like remembering them. Like, I was like, oh yeah, this dream happened. Oh yeah, this dream happened. Oh yeah, I was flying in this.
Were
dream.
you intoxicated when this happened?
No, because it was during the daytime.
Oh,
I took it during the
your
daytime.
brain was.
I don't think I was.
Your
sleeping.
brain hit the side of your face or what?
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that weekend in particular, we were partying harder than normal.
Yeah.
So I feel like there might have been a little day drinking going on before the tubing.
Maybe, yeah. That was a fun summer.
It was dude. I was on the pontoon boat today, thinking about that summer in particular.
Was that last summer?
No, it was like 2 summers ago, 3 summers, maybe 3.
That was when. Yeah, I was there 3 summers ago.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, but we'd gone down multiple times, 2 or 3 summers ago.
We need. Yeah, that was like the summer of the lake house.
Yeah. Oh no.
I mean, that was peak summer.
It got to the point where I kept listening to my phone charger there because I knew I was just gonna.
Junior year, like going to senior year summer was just like the best summer of like everybody's lives, I think.
Yeah. And then remember when we moved into seeing you to the park?
Oh my god, that was amazing.
And like all your friends from high school were there. I met,
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that you guys came down for that. Yeah, my track buddies and I went to our apartment and just kind of like started boozing, and then Will was like, "Hey, I'm also here," and I was like, "Okay, sweet, let's get fucked up tonight." And I think we just kind of. I remember we were drinking Michelob Ultra.
I remember, we made a makeshift pong board.
Yeah, we used the door again.
Oh, door. It should be the right length, right?
Yeah, that's what we did freshman year in my freshman year dorm.
Alright, well, I got some questions for you, Corey.
Yeah, go for it. Let me get some.
Alright. So you know everything that you know now. This is actually a question that Eddie created. So you know everything you know now.
Oh, okay. I thought this was personal. Okay, got it.
Okay.
I was ready for like the spiel, but no. Yeah, I like these better.
No, you know everything you know now, but
okay,
you go back in time, and you can take one lesson that you learned going into your freshman year of high school.
Oh yeah, that's
the one lesson I learned freshman year of high school.
No. You can so you can go back in time and start freshman year over.
2 freshman
but
year
you only
with one bit of
knowledge that you have now. That's it.
I think it would have honestly been to not give more of a fuck, because I tried a little bit in high school and it didn't pan out like I wanted it to. And I feel like if I just didn't like give a shit and kind of lived in that moment a little bit more, I probably would have ended up in the exact same spot.
Really?
But I think I would have had like a lot more fun in high school.
Oh, interesting. So would you take track more seriously? Because Corey was a beast track runner.
I would have definitely taken track more seriously. I was like one of those athletes where I thought I was just a natural and I didn't need to like train.
Oh yeah.
But I definitely realize that I could have been, and I think that's most people in sports now.
Yeah,
like
it's either should I take it more seriously or should I take it less seriously?
Exactly.
There's no one. I've never heard a story where people were just
like I took
right
it.
in the middle.
I mean,
yeah.
I was like team captain 2 years, and I really liked being on the team, but I don't know if I took it like super serious where I wanted to be like D1.
Alright.
I was just kind of like, I'll do this in college. It'll be fun.
Yeah. So.
But I don't know. I'm glad where I've ended up now. So.
There you go. So as long as you're happy.
Yeah,
but
I'm very happy with my decisions.
Now I'm gonna ask you again the same question, but everything has happened. You know, how it actually has happened in real life. But it's the same concept, but take that one lesson that you learned going into your senior year of college? What would it be?
So knowing what I know right now, I have to take that lesson into senior year of college.
Going into your senior year of college.
See, I only get like a good team back in this.
Because what I want to know is that if you're thing that you're bringing back, a piece of knowledge you're bringing back, I want to know if it changes or if it stays the same. Because if it changes, it's kind of a good thing.
Well, is it though? Because then I would be different right now, and the stuff that I would know would be different.
Okay,
right? So I'd be a different person if I brought back different stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
but I'm happy.
Well,
I'm
the
happy
pros and
with who I
cons
am.
for both sides.
I'm
yeah.
happy with who I am now, but
Yeah.
I would be different. So I don't know if I would bring anything.
So you would not change it? You
No,
don't bring
I'm
now.
not saying that. But I'm saying that
See,
me right now may be different.
I think mine would be, if I knew I wanted to get into this kind of like field,
That was going to be my answer.
take it more seriously.
That would have been my answer.
What,
It would be-
what? We take what more seriously?
Communication, marketing, film.
It would have
production.
been to find something in school that I wanted to do outside of school. Because I was just focused about graduating.
Yeah.
And then after graduation, I was like, shit.
Yeah. And I also feel like there's this huge like aroma around the senior class that was actually pretty kind of small compared to a lot of schools, where it was like, if you're a senior, you go out and party. If you're a senior, you do dodging night.
Oh,
If you're a
our
senior,
class?
yeah.
Did you say aroma?
No, there's
Aroma?
definitely
Did you hear aroma around the senior class?
Yeah.
A smell?
I meant like what?
we had a.
What
we
am I
had
thinking
a,
of? This is why we need a PA to Google shit so that I can figure out the word that we need.
we had
What am I
a
thinking of? Not aroma.
Aroma, dude.
we had a vibe.
Vibe.
Sure,
Yeah.
that's the closest. word.
Atmosphere around the senior class. That
Yeah,
had to go out every night.
Or, like,
our atmosphere was like
No, just like a sense. It's like a
Yeah, it was like
feeling.
time is like getting down to like crunch time. We
Mhm.
should like get as messed up and like party as much as possible.
And also, senior year was the first time where I actually truly explored Newport News.
Oh, definitely.
And like the Virginia.
That was the
Beach.
first time I had a car at school.
Oh, was it? You know, I thought you wanted to do
That's pretty nice, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The freedom of car is pretty good.
When you were at High Point, Eddie, did you explore a lot your senior
I
year?
want to ask you a question about that too.
The explore. High
Yeah.
Point, there's nothing to explore.
Well, exactly, but same with Newport News. Unless you go outside Newport News,
Right.
which is Norfolk or Virginia Beach, where they have a lot of cool things. But
There's
I mean,
a lot of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually just there today. Like Virginia Beach is killing it right now, especially during the
Beach is
summer.
insane.
And
During the summer.
Norfolk too. I mean, all year round, I think they're doing a really good job. But High Point, I think.
Because we would always go to Norfolk right before beach season started, where no one is still there. Now it's popping. Did I say
What?
Norfolk? Virginia Beach.
Virginia
I meant
Beach,
Virginia Beach, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I heard something crackling in my headphones. I was like, what the fuck is this?
It might be
Yeah,
that,
it is,
or it
no
might
way.
be this.
That's all just
Well, just fucking.
fuck up the
This thing's gonna have a
podcast.
lot of little annoying
Yeah.
background things.
Well,
That's why I put the guitar down. I was like,
It's amazing how much this thing picks up. Oh, what's going on? Oh, yeah, so I have this alarm on my phone where...
Do we have people saying shit on the,
Yeah,
No, I was trying to get people to say stuff. Ricardo and Austin Conway joined. Shout out to Austin.
Yo,
It's still
shout out to
Ricardo.
Austin and Ricardo. Wait, hold up.
Ricky.
What is going on here? Oh, we only have 3 people.
Hey, that's not bad, dude. How many followers do you have?
Like 7?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, that's half.
Yeah.
Almost 50% of our following is watching. Hell yeah! Cheers,
Dude,
I think we gave Ricardo a shout out.
Then you
dude.
grow.
Starting with yeah.
I think we gave
Hey.
Ricardo a shout out earlier. in the
Oh, okay.
podcast.
Well, Ricardo, I miss you. I hope Colorado's doing amazing things for you. That sounds awesome. And
Right?
Austin,
Austin's in Mexico.
Yo, what? Austin,
Yeah,
what do
he's
you?
with his people.
Hey, wait, was he?
I don't know.
I know
Is he
he's. I know he
Spanish?
spoke Spanish.
He's
I didn't know.
I don't know if
he
he
was-
speaks Spanish. No, he's just going off for like educational purposes.
Oh, okay. Has he? Austin, have you graduated from VCU yet?
Wait, is that?
Yeah, I'm.
So
He's
you're.
dragging, but it's delayed.
Oh, I got
Oh,
it.
it's a
Yeah,
leg.
here you go.
Oh, ours is
Ricardo
open.
said, Corey, would you rather have the legs of a wiener dog or the head of a guinea pig?
I love that question.
Ricardo, thank you for this question.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I'd rather have the head of a guinea pig.
No, that's disgusting.
That's bullshit.
Wait, so could you talk? Could you talk?
Yeah,
to
dude, it's just
anything?
your face.
You have to drive a Kia Soul.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Right?
It's just a dance.
So,
Wait, the arms and legs of a weenie dog would be kind of fun though. Imagine.
whoa. Is it arms and legs or just legs?
No, arms and legs.
Arms and legs. What are
that'd be-
fingers?
That'd be kind of cute. You'd be really cute.
You'd be cute, but you couldn't do anything.
Yeah, your fingers. You want.
That's what I'm saying.
Of
The
course,
head,
thumbs.
it's just a man with a guinea pig head.
Yeah, you're right. I need my thumbs.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
I
for
need to
seeing
build
my side of it.
things.
And
That's why I want to get
I'll
better at
drive a
building
Kia.
things.
I'll drive a Kia Soul. It'll be fine.
I think it'd be really cool to like build. You know, like you have that one neighbor who's like,
Like wood.
yeah. You know, the one neighbor who's just like, hey, how's it going, neighbor? It's like, oh, you know, just building my canoe.
What's that old
Really
show
good at
where
doing
the guy would look over the fence and be like, "Howdy, neighbor?"
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement?
Yeah. Tim
Like you
Allen.
want to be like that guy?
Dude, Tim Allen. Have you seen that like picture of him where he was busted for cocaine when he was younger? In his
Oh,
younger
he's
years?
young now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's
What
fun.
about is it NCIS for the dude fucking has that boat in his basement? He's always working.
Oh yeah, yes.
That's
yes.
cool. That's cool.
And they always go to him for like problem solution.
He's
and
down there like shaving
Yeah,
it
he's
down
like,
and
God
sanding
damn
it.
it.
And there's the one in We Are Marshall where they go to that coach. They try to bring him back to coach the team. And he's like,
He's making like
I'm not coaching again. He's just working on his shed.
he's making like
whenever
a dinghy
they go.
boat out of wood. Yeah.
But he's
Something about
clearly
that.
he should be finished by now. Like he clearly.
Right, but I mean,
Every time
they
they go to
haven't
him, he's
written him
working
off
on
the
that.
show yet. He'll finish it when he gets written
Mm.
off.
Maybe he's just making a lot of them to sell. Maybe that's what he's
Well,
doing.
it's just his project. It's like his
Yeah.
therapy or whatever, which is
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
Yeah, he just keeps whittling it down until there's nothing, and then he makes a new one.
What is
He stands all the way down. I don't know what the task of creating and like bowing a boat would be, but
Sure
I
it's-
imagine it's several seasons worth of
Oh,
work.
definitely.
Dude, I wonder how it.
'Cause you have to
That'd be
warp
really
the
cool to
wood.
learn. Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to warp it and
that's what I'm
everything.
saying.
And
Yeah.
you can't do like a full bow in like a week. It takes
No,
like
it definitely takes time. And you have to like
Yeah.
probably have it damp and
Imagine the
stuff.
lessons you would learn from like crafting that. Just like
Probably
I think that
patience,
really-
patience. Yeah.
that's really supposed to sum up his character. I think in NCIS.
Patient character.
patience, growth.
Well, he's a wise old like he's the like
Is he
police
old?
chief. Yeah.
He's a police chief, or is he a retired police chief, or is he the
No.
police chief?
I
Well,
think
he's the head of the whatever it is.
Yeah, he's the head.
Oh, he's just not in his
He has
office.
to make
He's
all
just
the hard decisions and stuff. I don't know. I haven't watched the show too much. I just do know that piece.
Thank you, Ricardo, for that question.
Yeah, actually, we would love more questions. Honestly, that sounds like
please.
a great idea. So that was a question submitted by another one of our, I guess we'll call him director of photography.
Yeah,
Ricardo,
for sure.
Ricardo Cabrera. He's actually so we got
Yeah, we can do a little tangent on Ricardo.
yeah. Let's do the thing on Ricardo. So Ricardo
Ricardo.
was part of CMU cross country with us.
One of
in
our good
track,
friends.
One of our good friends. His lifelong, no, not his lifelong, but the goal of his was to go to Colorado.
Definitely.
Freaking did it, and he's now thriving.
I really
Cheers,
like real
Ricardo.
talk though. I really envy how he just like picked up his life and
Yeah.
like went to
It's kind of badass.
went to Colorado. That's amazing.
Dude, well, first off, he went to Iowa first.
Yeah.
Bold.
Yeah.
Even bolder. Yeah.
Bold, he went to Iowa, and then he got to Colorado. I just wanted to, it's not like that means anything, I just wanted to throw that in there. 'Cause that's pretty, I don't know.
Yeah.
Iowa?
No, that's an important.
Well, it's cool
detail.
too, because like,
Like, how long did he do that for? I
He
thought
had to do
somehow
it for-
he
I think he did
magically...
it for like almost a year.
a year, yeah.
No, dude.
9 months.
Because somehow we're still in Colonial Beach. We've only been here for like not even 6 months.
He
Yeah.
definitely did it for a full season of.
No, I think he did it for 9 months, because I think he did it for the cross country.
That's what I meant.
Indoor,
like a
outdoor
full,
track.
yeah, full NCIS.
Right.
Or
Did he leave in
NCIS,
September?
NCAA
September, October, November, December, January, February.
You know what? No, he was not there for cross country.
Dude.
He was there for indoor outdoor.
I'm
6 months.
gonna say maybe 6 months.
6 months, yeah. He left.
I
in
bet he
January.
told us. What do you think?
Did he text us back?
Not yet.
He was like, I was there forever. Do you
I mean,
think
he was there for a while because I talked to him and stuff, but
Oh wait.
what he
definitely
just
says
Oh, he said 5 months.
5 months. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Thanks,
He wasn't
Ricardo.
here.
what he described Cedar Rapids, wherever he was.
Hey Austin, thanks for the A+ review. I really appreciate that, man.
Did he give us a shitty review? I bet.
No, he gave us an A+.
Nice.
Wait, on where?
I'm thinking.
On- Instagram.
Well,
Oh,
Snapchat.
nice. So we can build a following during our
Yeah.
session.
Well, I posted on Snapchat. I made a story. I was like, hey, yo, follow us on Happy Meat Swing or whatever. That way, like, if anyone who's not following me already, they can see it and be like, oh, they're doing a podcast. But I don't know. Do I need to accept their follow
Definitely.
on Instagram? Yeah.
For sure.
Shoot.
I feel like this is kind of the time where you don't really not accept anybody.
I can't.
No, I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh,
think-
not right now.
Dude, they'll wait for you at the end of the show. You
Oh.
can accept them or not.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
guess I
thought you
can
meant-
save it and
Oh,
download
yeah,
it
not
and be
this
like, oh,
second,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
I think you should not focus on the growth of this right now.
Okay,
Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ricardo submitted us another question. Thank you, Ricardo.
This is only gonna be Ricardo's questions
What's wrong with that? Thank
because
you.
they're gonna be weird.
Thank you, Ricardo,
I
for the
don't know. That's
question.
stimulating
All
some
right.
conversation.
All right, this one's for Will Bruner.
Oh, of course.
Would you rather drool a little bit of water every time you drink something, or have a broken radio in any car you went into? Thanks, Ricardo, for that question.
Well, I could
I
never
think
go on
this
a
is the
date.
most. I'm just gonna say this is the most Will Bruner question I've ever heard in my life.
Wait, that's genius. Dude, that's so funny. Alright, I could never go on a date with anyone if I were to do the water thing.
Yeah, what about the radio thing?
Well, couldn't I just put on my auxiliary cord and just listen to
No, if
Happy
you-
Meat Swing
I
podcast?
would imagine
broken.
he broke. Yeah, I think that's what
I think the whole thing. Is
The whole system?
Yeah.
I could just listen to music on my phone.
Be broken.
Actually,
It's on the radio.
Will definitely already listens to just music on your phone in your phone.
I do.
Anyway.
I
So
do.
that's an easy.
Well,
answer.
I finally got my, so I went to visit my sister up in New York and I finally got my converter so I can now
Yeah.
put it into a new aux tape. And I've been doing that, so. I
But
have
you
been listening to
you
stuff.
definitely used to walk into the house with whatever you were playing still playing.
Yeah, because I had so much shit in my. I always walk home. I always come back from work with like a lot of stuff in my hands. I don't know why. It's always like a bag or like running shoes, and that's it. But it's not. It's also like accumulation of something I just acquired from the shop or like wherever. I don't know. I hate that. I hate walking into the house with like a lot of things
I think.
because I can't open the door.
Having
you
stuff
definitely
in your
answer the
hand.
question. I feel like we just didn't allow.
Yeah,
Corey
you
and I did not allow you to answer that question.
Yeah, you should.
Now, you-
I think drooling after I drink everything because I do that anyway.
Okay.
You're not gonna-
I think this is like an extensive like everything like falls out of your mouth.
Everything just like
I think
throw
that's
up.
what he means. No, drool, dude.
But like, what are you saying? Like,
I feel like
yeah.
it just some pours out, gets on your shirt a little bit, you know.
No, it just sounds like, I have like
like a
cerebral
dribble.
I mean, it's just a little bit like, oh fuck, you know, like it'll dry.
When I
It'll
palsy.
dry.
Yeah, I do that anyway though.
When I
dry.
imagine drooling, it's like.
I think Ricardo picked that
like,
question based on
salivating.
like things that I already do.
He's like, if you
Alright.
could get rid of one of your bad habits.
I think that's what it is.
All right, we got another one for Eddie.
Of
Thanks,
course.
Ricardo, for all these questions you're giving us.
Yeah.
Eddie,
Mm.
have you ever watched a movie that changed your perspective completely?
Why does he get the like cool question? What the fuck?
Because Ricardo and I watched Planet Earth multiple times together.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Great show.
I miss those days. We would watch Planet Earth with Greg.
Oh,
Greg.
I was like, we watched it all. Me and Dylan watched it all.
Yeah,
the
you
time.
and Dylan watched that in like
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z. Oh yeah.
A movie.
Just before you
Yeah.
answer it,
Yeah.
me and Dylan watched a Planet Earth where they were convinced that they would be able to speak to dolphins within 5 years. And this was made in like 2009.
The people said.
Yeah, we were gonna have a full lexicon with dolphins.
I love when they make predictions like that. It just
It was
knocks the
like
fans out.
like no way we're gonna be able to speak with dolphins for the next like 20 years. We don't care enough.
Well, I bet like the communication process got a little bit better. I bet there's just scientists who
Okay,
only
well,
focus
yeah.
on dolphins, and because
Definitely.
they are smart. Those motherfuckers are smart.
Dude, I think they're as smart as if not smarter than us.
When they jump out of the water, they actually
What?
twirl. They spin for fun.
They
There's
have
no
bigger.
purpose.
They have bigger cerebral cortexes than us.
That was the coolest thing I think I've ever heard you say.
The bigger mammals than we are, though.
That's true.
They
They just don't have thumbs. That's it.
They also are the only other like animals or whatever who have
You're
sex
saying
for fun.
they can't build because they don't have the right utensils, basically. But they have
Yeah.
the tools.
No,
yeah,
yeah,
they don't
for
have
sure.
thumbs.
Otherwise,
sure.
they'd be killing it.
If they,
They'd be killing it if
if
they
they had
had
thumbs,
they
they'd
had
kill it.
opposable like joints.
they can make things underwater like guns. And, oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
taking over the humans now. This is our turn.
That's kind of. I never really thought about that intensely.
Also, when have you ever caught a dolphin fishing? Never. They're so smart. They eat the fish off the bait lines, and you never catch them.
What about
Little
mahi
teeny.
mahi?
Mahi mahi are the dumb dolphins that we eat.
That's I don't trust
Because
people
they're
who like
ugly.
mahi mahi.
All right.
Mahi mahi's really good.
Yeah, screw you, Will.
It's actually.
I don't
like,
trust you
I would
guys.
probably say it's my favorite.
All right, let's get back to.
Oh no!
Ernest's question.
His movie. You gotta get to Eddie's movie. So what changed your perspective on life?
Change my perspective?
So I have an answer for that because you know it obviously already.
I don't know.
I can't stop talking about it.
I would like to know what your.
No, this is a question for Eddie. Let him answer.
I'm gonna let him
I want to
go.
know. I want to know yours. I don't know.
Oh God, Room.
The Room.
The Room.
No, not The Room. Room. With
don't know what
with
this movie
Brie
is.
Larson. Holy crap. So
Oh, for you.
yeah, for me.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know about you.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Will.
Yeah,
come on.
God.
Get with the program.
God.
I told you. I was like, I'll
Sorry,
wait for
Carter,
your
we're taking
answer.
so long. All right.
Oh my God. Yeah, I was saying I'm gonna wait for your answer because I told you I already did mine.
Because it was the answer to your. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just watched it 2 days ago, though. It's like.
Yeah, you're probably right. But
Crazy
But
and
hey,
impactful.
hey, enough of me.
I don't know if I have a movie per se, but a little while ago I watched A Long Strange Trip, like the documentary
Oh,
of
yeah.
Grateful Dead.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
And it was really, I don't know if it like affected the person I am or whatever, but I thought it was so cool that these people clearly over the course of like 10 hours you watch them like do things with the sole idea of like having a good time. Like, I want to do this to have a good time.
The Grateful Dead. That
Yeah.
was like the purpose.
Yeah, he's like I only do this to have a good time. And that was it. That was like the only mission they had. And I was like, that's so crazy that they could like build this crazy thing with just the idea of like, I want to have a good time, and to Jerry Garcia having a good time was sitting on his bed for 2 years playing away a guitar.
That is awesome concept.
That's
Honestly,
insane.
about it. Yeah, because none of it involves like overthinking.
No, it was never like I want
Yeah.
to be super famous. I want to play on the stage. It's like, oh, I want to play really good guitar, and then like later on they're like,
I
oh,
feel-
I want to build the biggest sound system wall there ever is.
I
Because
feel
it'd be
like
cool. I was like,
Grateful Dead could have been super, super famous, but they chose just to be like famous.
Have you
There's a
listened?
difference.
Have you
If
read?
you- if you watch that shit, it makes them seem like they're like pretty unbelievably, earth-shatteringly famous.
If you,
Oh yeah, they're cult. I mean,
They're
my
cool.
dad is a Deadhead.
yeah, that's a huge.
My
thing.
dad
His
used.
whole office.
My dad used to. He was like a roadie for the Dead for like 6 years.
You guys need to read Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test.
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
That thing.
That sounds
It's
awesome.
amazing.
I know. I wish I cared about that shit when we had to read it.
Oh yeah, because we actually at the school we went to, there was actually an entire English class based on that book.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
because the author went to our high school of that book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom Wolfe. He actually died last year. Tom Wolfe. But that. So Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test. It describes how he basically says because it's a first-hand look on like this journey from the East Coast to West Coast and whatever, and he follows the Grateful Dead for like half the book.
Mm-hmm.
And like with him in a tour bus, and he says, "Yeah, the only reason I think they got famous was because they just gave all the audience free acid. So everyone loves them, and like when they ever went, and saw
I
them
agree.
live.
Also, Eric Ginsberg, how you doing, man?
Eric!
Thanks for watching.
My
I
man.
appreciate the love.
What do you say?
He said you guys are dope.
Nice.
Dude, hey, well, is
Who is this?
that how you say all that shit?
Oh no, it's gonna be _happy. It's gonna be happy _mood_swings. I thought she listened
Oh
to
yeah,
us.
it's right. Yeah.
I put on-
If you want the tag, it's right there.
Is it capital H?
Damn it. All right, happy.
No.
Happy.
Yeah, it's just happy _mood happy _swings.
Yeah. I was thinking.
Eric, I don't know if we have free acid. I'm sorry.
We can definitely give all of our viewers, anyone who likes us or subscribes, can get free acid.
That's not a promise we can guarantee, but it's one we will try and enforce.
we will handpick you and deliver it to you like a mule. We'll FedEx it to you.
This will be the biggest acid ring
Since
in the
Grateful
country.
Dead.
In the country.
I like we were concerned
This
about
fall.
drinking on camera, and now we're
Now we're selling acid.
It's a gateway, I tell you.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, that thing's open for you.
Well,
Yeah,
So
how's
that,
that?
that hummus is delicious though. The
The
pine nut.
is the best.
Dude, pine nut is the best flavor by far.
Oh.
Oh, it created some kind of condensation.
How's
Some
the,
scuzz.
how's the scotch?
These.
These?
So I'm gonna go
I
back.
said it,
so,
I did say that on
No,
purpose.
dude,
this
it's
time.
these.
See, I never heard of Dees, and I'm not gonna accept it. I'm not gonna accept it as an abbreviation.
I did say it strategically this time so we could bring it up in conversation.
No, okay, so decent is already 2 syllables.
Sure.
We don't need to abbreviate it.
Why?
It's 2 syllables.
There's too many.
It's 2
1, 2,
syllables.
I don't know why it's so casually rolls off my tongue though. It's not, you know what I mean?
It does. But I only think for you. I don't think anyone else on the planet can say Dees, pull off Dees as well as you.
I think every time I hear Dees, I think you're gonna say Dees nuts.
Dees nuts, yeah.
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 Dees.
It was Dees nuts. So,
I don't know. It's not. I'm not willing to focus on it to make it leave my vocabulary. So it's gonna have to become a thing, or you're gonna have to realize every time I say it that I said it.
it's just an Eddie Woodlock original.
I hate that. But
Oh man. So yes. What's another question we can do for you, Corey? I think I have one for you.
Alright.
Alright.
Shit, man.
Alright.
no, I thought we decided we weren't gonna do this.
What
Yeah,
questions?
Yeah. Are we talking
Well,
about
like,
me as a person or?
We're kind of slowing down on Steam. So
What are you talking?
it
What are you
seems
talking?
to
I think
just-
we're picking up
No,
steam.
dude. We just talked about the acid test. I think.
All right, fine. I'll ask you a question.
Oh no
How's
no
that
no
sound?
no no! How about this? How about
Alright,
this? How about this?
Truth or dare?
Like, never
Yeah.
have I ever.
Every time
Like,
you
alright.
don't get one, you drink.
No.
Tell me a story or drink your whole malt liquor.
Oh.
All right.
No. Okay.
I don't like
We
it.
all said our own
Okay.
movie things. What's the movie that changed your perspective? Of
Me?
life? Yeah. We have to go back to the long story short. Why did it change your perspective of life? Hold on.
Why did it change his
Yeah.
perspective?
You never answered.
The
that.
long straight trip. I definitely
Why?
did.
No, but I'm saying
No, he-
why?
No, he explained it for like 10 minutes.
Like very thoroughly.
That's why we were talking about acid.
No, but was it because of did it change your life because of the concept that they did what they did and they got big as they did?
It's just because they
were having
did
a
it
good time?
because they wanted to have a good time.
So that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I wasn't sure
But-
if there was another thing to it.
to like jump back into that though, like change my life. I don't know. I just thought it was a cool idea.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm sitting here like, and now I'm a hippie.
We got another question, guys, from our good friend Ricardo.
Oh,
Thanks for all the questions,
Ricardo, of course.
man. For everyone.
Did you like any of our answers though? I
Yeah,
wasn't-
Ricardo.
Probably not.
Did
Do
you
you
like any of our
Do
answers?
you like any of our answers? Please let us know.
Oh.
For everyone, was there a moment you had to look outside of your perspective to change the way you acted for the better?
Alright, these
These
are
are
a little
deep
intense.
Wow. Okay. What?
These are deep questions.
These are a little
Ricardo.
intense.
Yeah, these are getting weird.
Looked outside of myself for a better perspective of
Yeah,
who I really
that's
am.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of a shitty person. It's gonna be hard to
That's
figure
fair.
out.
Who I am.
I don't know if I can answer this right now.
I think
I don't think I have an answer.
so. So recently, I just got off set of working for a music video, and I was telling Eddie about this. So, a year before, I worked for an indie film based in Charlottesville, and I tell you, I was like the worst PA. I was the worst production assistant. I came in late. I thought I was a
Thank you for
know-it-all.
touching my
Yeah, footsie.
bottom of my hand.
There you go. Nothing is worse than playing
With
footsie
your
without
no,
without socks or
accidental.
shoes.
Yeah, accidental footsie.
It's
Wait,
so.
with the under part. Alright.
But little did you know I did it on purpose. And I was just the worst PA. I was not a good person to work with. And then, recently I just worked on set, and I guess everything that I learned, I was just trying to be the best worker as I could possibly be. And I want to say that was like the thing that I was it the outward perspective.
Matt Burke is calling us on FaceTime.
Matt,
No.
I'm not.
Jesus.
I'm just letting you know.
We're trying
He
to
wants to be on the podcast. That's
I
what
think
he's
he.
trying to
I
do.
think he does.
Yeah. Well, he told me. He texted me. He's like, "Yo, should I start a podcast on music?" I was like, "Hell yeah, dude, go for it." He can be a special guest.
one project at a time.
Yeah.
One I'm enjoying this trio though.
No, I'm saying for him to do a podcast
By
And-
himself?
and by himself. Yeah.
Burke, if you're listening, do that.
No, because this is Happy Mood Swings. Like this is us.
I'll tell you that, dude.
I feel
like
like
a
we're having
branch.
very happy moods.
Yeah, but
swings.
it's, if you're gonna
This
go
is the
have like
happiest
a
I've ever
hobby,
had.
right? If
Yeah.
you're gonna have like this kind of cool casual side hobby,
Yeah.
do it with a friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time doing casual cool hobbies by myself, and like at the end of it, you're like, move on to some other shit. But if you do it with other people, it's cool.
Like
Like
fun.
have a co-host or somebody, dude. Who I don't know you are.
Bert,
You know what I mean?
Bert,
Yeah, the guy who
yeah.
sent the picture of you and him.
That the fact that you have a picture of me from 3 years ago is strange.
That was weird. No, what I hated about the picture most was that it didn't even say like taken from 5 months ago. It was just like, as if he had just
Right, is it
took it. Yeah.
if he was
That-
sitting next to him?
Yeah, that was a cool Nirvana shirt that I think Ricardo has now.
Yeah.
Ricardo,
Which I'm kind of.
I don't think we
mad
have an
at him,
answer
by the
for
way.
you, Ricardo. I think we're not really in that mood right